Hello, hello. So welcome back to the It Depends on You, your fulfillment, your life, your love, your all, and your everything. Your fulfilled life depends on you. And we are here just with another author. We're in the author's corner today. And I'm really, really excited to share Julie Gauthier's message with you because if you've read the book, you know that this is a stepping point between how we really impact the entire world on a very local place. So I hope that you've visited the book. And if you haven't, you can get your copy at yourownuniversity.com and download it for free there. But here beside me, this beautiful woman over here is Julie Gauthier. As I said, she's a coach and mentor for homeschooling moms. And we know that you're super busy, that you probably have 18 things going on right now, and you're taking your time to listen to this series. And we're here to really give you tools and techniques that you can take away, utilize in your life, and step into in a short amount of time. So we're going to dive right in. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. So what shifts in your life had you step into your purpose and embrace your purpose as a homeschooling mom, mentor, and coach?
Well, my husband and I, we both have been, we spent our life kind of not taking the path most commonly traveled. The path least traveled is where we've kind of gravitated to. He's a chiropractor and into natural health care. And, we wanted to have our own businesses. We didn't want to work for other people, but somehow we ended up putting our kids into regular school, and it didn't fit with the rest of our lives. As you know, I've been reading, self-help books and that whole genre since I was about 16 years old. And it just didn't seem to fit with how we were raising our kids. Like there wasn't any kind of an alignment there. When our middle daughter was in third grade, she ended up getting hurt, and it was kind of like this stepping stone for us. They didn't send her home from school. She had a dislocated shoulder, and it was like this wake-up call. We had several others that year that it was maybe time to start doing this, and both of our older two kids had requested to homeschool. For various reasons, but it was like we were told, this is the time you need to bring them home. And while this was going on, I was reading a book called 7 Habits for the Family by Stephen Covey. And that it was just like everything he was saying in there, like starting with the end in mind, that whole concept of what do you really want? What are you trying to achieve? What kind of parent do you want to be? What kind of a life do you want to give your kids as adults? It just like all of a sudden it was like this big light bulb moment. Okay, when it comes to kids, we need to be in charge of their education too, and we can do this. We really can do this. And it's been an amazing 16 years at this point, and I'm so glad that we have taken this journey. And as soon as I got away from trying to redo school at home and into how can I take all the stuff that we've learned, that we're growing as people, and give it to them. It's all great that we're trying to fix ourselves all the time and make our lives better.
Yeah.
But that we find out that if we had just been raised differently, we would have a different response to stuff. Well, why can't they start from that place? Why can't they start learning how to meditate in the morning, or start with doing goal setting and the abundance mindset and all of these different pieces, even the basic psychology pieces? Why can't we just parent from that place of everything that we're learning, so have them as a starting point? Can you even imagine if we have the next generation or the generation after that, they start with what we ended up with in terms of how we've grown? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Stephen Hawking even talks about it. The stuff that we are struggling to just barely understand now, our grandkids are going to look at us and say, you didn't understand that. You don't use that on a regular basis. And I think he was talking about quantum physics. He was talking about abundance. He was talking about all that kind of stuff. Things are shifting, and it's our place to be able to give it to the next generation.
Absolutely. And I love that this is a stepping point for us in this series. And so everybody, I just want to welcome you to take a breath into this, and how we affect the next generation is how we're going to affect the entire world. And we tend to be able to think globally a lot and do good for the world and do things, but to bring it home and let the globe be within the walls of our home. How do we want to raise our children? How does this look? And it might look like homeschooling or might not. But as you've walked through the last 16 years and stepped into everything that you're doing now, what were the top shifts and tips that you can give us now to start thinking forward for our children and for the next generation?
I think the most important one, and the one that really changed everything for us, was the vision. Like, starting with of what we want. What do we want for our adults, our children as adults? Do we want them to have straight A's through calculus? Are they even going to use calculus? I mean, is learning to sit in a classroom and listen to someone tell you exactly what to do and when you can go to the bathroom going to create an adult who's going to be able to be a leader and be a good family member and contribute to their community? There needs to be more balance. And whether you have your kids in school or school, there's so many things you can learn about. We want to give our tools to be loving and growing adults. So beginning with that end in mind, that we're trying to teach them more than just the classroom stuff, that we're trying to give them more. That's a really important thing. And it goes for all areas of your life. If you can figure out what you want, you can get there. Just start with the vision. You have that vision, work backwards. As soon as you have a goal, that's where you can get. The second thing that kind of changed everything in our house was gratitude. As soon as we consciously added more gratitude to our day and to our relationships and to what we were working on and everything that we have, things shifted. Things shifted dramatically. It's like the special sauce. It's what makes everybody happy. It's what gets the kids to want to finish their schoolwork and not complain about it. It's what makes your relationships magic, is being grateful. If you're having a problem with someone, find 3 things you like about them every day. Doesn't matter if you still don't like them in other ways. You find 3 things that you like about them, all of a sudden you see them in a better light and you feel better. And them hearing those things, they're going to respond to you in a better way too. And the third thing, and this was key, was listening. As soon as we got out of telling the kids what to do and into listening what they had to say, same thing with my spouse and same thing with our employees and in all aspects of our life. As soon as we started really listening to the people that matter to us, or even anyone, as soon as you start listening first and not trying to come up with a response while you're listening, but really 100% present, that connection just kind of really grows and you learn so much. If you're having a child who's struggling with their homework or struggling with their schoolwork or either their day or their friends, and you just take them out for hot chocolate and sit there and listen, they're going to tell you things. All of a sudden, it could be a small shift, like the dog can't be in the room while they're doing the homework. That's all that needs to shift. And it's not about yelling them to get their schoolwork done. It's more about, how can I hear what's wrong, that they don't even really understand what's wrong yet, and making those small shifts happen. Listening is a powerful gift it's for you too. It's like meditation and relationship almost. You just calm everything down in you and just give that gift to the person you're with.
Wow. Yeah. So important. And I love how we can listen beyond what they even know. Because they might not be figuring out what's happening. And so that's really neat. So you have quite a big mission and a big vision. So I'd like to just dive into what is your vision? What is your mission for your business, for your expression here on the earth, for your fulfilled life? And then how can we get involved? Is there a way that we can get involved?
Currently, I've created a course for homeschoolers so that they can apply a lot of these personal development and life growth concepts into their homeschooling to help them feel more confident about homeschooling, about having their kids feel more confident about being homeschooled, about ending up at the end of the day feeling more rewarded, not nervous, not playing the game that some curriculum or some state or some program is putting on them, but actually taking control and making decisions about what's right for their kids, for their family, for their day. And, it's not about getting it all done. It's about, what do they need to learn? both in math and reading and science and all those elements, but what do they need to learn in terms of how to get the work done, and what kind of person do you want to be, or do they want to be? What do they want out of life? What makes them happy? And how to create adults that are excited to be adults, that are excited about giving and loving and existing, and are successful both making money, but successful in relationships and in the community and in their lives in general. So I have a course that's called Homeschooling with Confidence. I also do one-on-one coaching and mentoring with homeschooling parents. And actually, if you're a homeschooling parent, you have a business, or your teen wants to start a business, I help in those areas too, because I feel like that's important too. If you're in charge of what you're creating, it changes the game too. So it Homeschooling with Confidence is the name of the course, and it starts with your vision, and it talks about gratitude and learning styles and teaching methods and how to add the different things that'll make this a really rewarding experience and significantly better for everyone involved.
Awesome. Fantastic. So we have a link to that course here, and you can just click the link below and we'll get right into that. And then how else do people work with you? You said one-on-one coaching. Can they just get a hold of you there?
I have a website, juliegauthier.com, and you can sign up for a discovery call. I'd love to just chat with you. I love chatting with homeschooling moms. I love chatting with adults or teens who are struggling in their businesses, because you can make it fun, you can enjoy it, and do less work. Both in your homeschool, your business, your life, everything.
You really can have it all. You can have it all.
And it's easy.
Yeah. Awesome. Fantastic. So I just want to thank you so much for being on. What do you guys think? If you're listening, or as listeners, I want you to reply to the email to jump into our Your Own University Facebook page and like the page if you haven't, and talk to Julie, and we'll have everything posted the day that she goes up. And just enjoy this moment of thinking about how you can pass this on to the next generation. Even if you're not a parent or a parent yet, we have interactions with the youth. And if we're coming from a place, like you said, Julie, of gratitude and of how do we want to show up, how do we want to interact with them so they see a reflection of the kind of adult we'd like to have in our community. And how can we be that for ourselves? It's so powerful. It's really good. So thank you very much, Julie. And thank you everybody for being here. You're your greatest asset. You really, really are. And when you fully step into who you are, understand you, and be yourself, then the whole world benefits. And it is our intention here at Your Own University to lift you up, to stand with you and walk with you and do things with you to enhance the fun you have while being on this road of discovery, both to know yourself even better, as well as own your worth and step into your own genius. So thank you so much for being here. And we always have the Divine N9 course there waiting for you. Ooh, the sun is right in my eyes. And you are more than welcome to get that. And we will talk to you soon. Bye.